Hey everybody, John Skiba here from the Consumer Warrior YouTube channel. And for those of you who have watched my channel over the years, you know I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in the state of Arizona. I've actually been doing bankruptcy cases now for over 20 years. And during that time, I have literally met with tens of thousands of families and individuals here in Arizona who are dealing with serious debt issues. And not only that, when you're a bankruptcy attorney like myself, you really get to do a deep dive into people's personal finances. You get to see spending habits and really the reasons why they're finding themselves in a situation where they need to file for bankruptcy. So in this video, what we're going to talk about is I'm going to go over the top 10 reasons that people file for personal bankruptcy and give you some of my insights into maybe why that is as far as these particular common scenarios, and more importantly, maybe things that you can do to avoid bankruptcy and avoid some of these very difficult situations. But if this is your first time here to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and click subscribe. Check out that little bell. That way you'll be notified each and every day when we put out new videos that'll help you deal with serious debt issues. All right, so I didn't do any type of scientific research as far as to the top 10 reasons. I went to good old Chat-GPT to find the top 10 reasons that people in the United States file for bankruptcy protection. Again, like I was saying, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and so I was comparing to what Chat-GPT did and kind of contrasted that with what my experience is in the bankruptcy field, why people file for bankruptcy and the types of debt situations that often lead to bankruptcy filings. Now, the number one reason, at least according to this Chat-GPT search that I did, the number one reason that people file for bankruptcy in the United States is due to medical expenses. Now, medical expenses obviously can create unexpected, just gigantic debt. Anybody that's had any kind of significant debt issues, they know that. For me, for example, when I was much younger, my wife and I, we had twin daughters, and they were preemies. They were born at 30 weeks, and due to some complications, my wife was in the hospital leading up to their birth, and then they were in the NICU for approximately 2 months. If you're wondering what debt, what medical bills look like after that kind of hospital stay, and you know what, they ended up being healthy and great. I'm surely appreciative for all the things those doctors did, but the debt issues that came along with that and the medical bills. Every single day in our mailbox, we would get a giant stack of different providers, different technicians, different doctors and nurses that would come in and were treating my wife and my daughters. And like I said, they came through great, but the amount of debt and money and expense involved in something like that where it was unexpected. We didn't think we'd have twins. We didn't know they'd be high-risk twins. So if you're in a situation like that, those are the kind of things that often will lead to a bankruptcy filing. Even people who have good insurance, once the insurance runs out, they find themselves in a situation where they can't pay it, and it literally snowballs and it's overwhelming. So medical debt is listed as a number one. And I can tell you, I read an article recently that said that 2/3 of people who go through Chapter 7 bankruptcy cite that as one of the reasons that they're in a bankruptcy filing. Now, I'm going to tell you this, so here's my perspective on this. As someone who's filed thousands of cases here in Arizona, like I said, I've met with tens of thousands of people, I see medical being a contributing factor in some bankruptcies. It truly is rare, at least in my practice, and if there's other attorneys out there listening to this or other people, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. But in my experience, the number of bankruptcy cases that are filed solely because of a significant medical issue are very minimal. That's not to say that that they don't happen. They do happen pretty regularly where I will see them. But some of the national statistics I saw where they say 2/3 of people were saying that it was influencing the reason they filed for bankruptcy. I personally have not seen that. I don't know if that's due to people having insurance or people who are underinsured, having some type of government insurance that's able to cover some of those expenses, or people maybe just not even bothering with bankruptcy. Medical collections, while they can get aggressive, they have different protections against them. For instance, a lot of people don't know, they changed the rules as it relates to credit reporting, and a medical debt has to be 120 days past due before they can report it on your credit. They have to give you an opportunity to try to fix it. And that made complete sense to me. Again, back to my daughters that were preemies, there were medical providers that they didn't even provide us with a bill or an invoice until several months after their birth for the first time we were seeing it. So that's the reason why there's some different types of rules as it relates to credit reporting and medical bills. So the good thing to know is if you find yourself in that and you need to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the medical bills are completely eliminated. They're discharged, they are wiped out completely, and the medical debt can be dealt with. So that's the number one reason, according at least to ChatGPT, why people file for bankruptcy. I don't see that being the main contributing factor, but it's definitely there for people who are dealing with really serious debt issues related to medical issues. Now, the number two reason that people file for bankruptcy is not a big surprise, is credit card debt. And in my experience, this is the number one reason that people file is because of overwhelming credit card debt. Now, I know that it's kind of you have to look at it kind of a holistic thing, because I think credit card debt, large credit card debt, is often just the result. It's the symptom of much underlying issues, which we're going to get into in some of the other ones, whether it's job loss, whether it's ineffective budgeting. It could be medical expenses. It could be that people are paying their medical bills with their paycheck, and then there's not enough to cover other things. But credit card debt, to me, is typically the number one reason I see that people end up filing for bankruptcy. And a big reason is in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the credit card debt's eliminated completely. It's discharged through the process. There's no repayment required in a Chapter 7 against that, and those debts go away completely. And that's frankly why we see higher interest rates with unsecured debts like that, because those are high-risk loans of sorts for the credit card company. What I see typically with credit card debt, though, is that it's not usually just reckless spending or a large purchase or some kind of big luxury item that people purchase. What I see is it accumulates over time. And it's something where usually there's insufficient income or the expenses are too high, which all goes back to a budgeting thing. And this is why budgeting is so important in having a written budget. Dave Ramsey talks about telling your money where to go. There should be a plan for each and every dollar as far as where it's going to be spent each month. Because what it does is it tends to creep up on people. It's like me and weight. You start to gain a couple pounds each month here or there, and you're like, that's not a big deal. And, a year out, it is a big deal. Same thing with credit card debt. With credit card debt, it's something where maybe an unexpected or unplanned for expense, or maybe it's something where there's a vacation here and there, or maybe there's job loss or reduction in income. And so we bridge that gap with credit cards. And then you're in a situation where something else happens and compounds that and you're not able to pay them off. So that's what I typically see, is that it accumulates gradually. It's something where maybe a few $100s here each month, and then at the end of the year, you're $3,000 in credit card debt. 2 years in, you're $6,000, $12,000, and just kind of compounds with interest, and you're not able to get it under control. So the number two is credit card debt. I do see that as being really the big issue for most people. However, the bankruptcy eliminates that completely, and it discharges those debts. Now, the number three reason, according to ChatGPT, that people file for bankruptcy is income loss. I do see this quite a bit. I see this where people lose a job, get laid off. I see a lot where people will move from one state to another with the idea that there's going to be a change in scenery, change in career, or maybe they expect a new job to pan out and it doesn't. I've seen people that have traveled from different states and moved here to Arizona, and then they lose their job fairly quickly. Those types of things are just catastrophic, where you're planning on a certain level of income and then it's just not there. I also see people who work in this gig economy, where people are doing a lot of things like Uber driving and door dashing and things like that. I meet a number of people that do that full time. And when you do it full time, when you're working at it each and every day, it's hard work, but there is more money in that than you might think there is. However, those types of jobs don't have consistent income, and so people get into a situation where then they're starting to rely on the credit cards, or if they don't have credit cards or don't have access to that, that's what can lead to the bankruptcy filing to get some debt relief so that you're not dealing with lawsuits and garnishments and things like that. So income loss, job loss, that kind of thing, that's a huge contributing factor to a lot of people filing for bankruptcy. And for most people, once that job loss happens, they move pretty quickly in trying to protect what we call the four walls, protecting just a place to live, utilities, groceries, that kind of thing. And bankruptcy can do that, because as soon as the bankruptcy case gets filed, it stops all collections, stops lawsuits, stops all that kind of stuff. Perseverance kind of thing. It's something where people will file the bankruptcy due to that job loss. Now, the fourth one is a huge one, and it is divorce or separation. Anytime there's a significant kind of jolt to the family structure, particularly like divorce, in many, many cases, I see at least one spouse look to seek out bankruptcy protection. And not only that, once one spouse seeks out bankruptcy protection, usually in almost all cases, both spouses end up filing for bankruptcy. Now, I often get asked the question, if a couple is separated or if they're thinking of going through a divorce and they know that there's a lot of debt, should they file for bankruptcy before they get divorced or should you wait till afterwards? Now, Arizona is a little bit different because Arizona is a community property state, meaning the debts and assets that you get while you're married are generally considered joint. However, my recommendation, my little caveat asterisk on this is each family attorney and bankruptcy attorney often have a different approach to this. I have often seen that it is much cleaner if the married couple files for bankruptcy jointly before their divorce is finalized. A couple of reasons for that. One is in a divorce decree, the final written signed by the judge, there is going to be a division of debts and assets. And so the debts, it's going to say that this spouse agrees to take this debt, this spouse agrees to take that debt. And it's also important to know that typically a divorce decree is not binding upon your third-party creditors. And what I mean by that is I have people who often they'll say, hey, my husband agreed to take on the American Express card. It's in both of our names. He's not paying it. And now American Express is calling me. And so the spouse will say, hey, my husband said he was going to pay it. Go after him. And they're going to say, we don't care. You're on the hook for it. That decree is binding upon the two of you. A divorce decree is kind of like, a good way to think about it. It's like a contract between you and your ex-spouse, but it's not a contract between you and the creditors. The creditors don't care, who said they were going to take what. If you're both on there, they're going to go after you. That's why I often see if one spouse files for bankruptcy, usually the other one does as well because of that issue. So if you file together before the final divorce decree is entered, the benefit to that is it makes it cleaner when you're dividing up the debts. It's very easy to see, okay, all of these debts were discharged in the bankruptcy process. And so now we know what's left over, some taxes, student loans, whatever it is, stuff like that, that does not go away in bankruptcy. That can be divided out and dealt with, a little more cleaner there. It's also, if you file a bankruptcy before you go through the divorce process, it's much cheaper. You can file a joint bankruptcy with your spouse, and like here in Arizona where I file bankruptcy cases, whether it's a joint filing or an individual filing, there's typically no extra charge for that. And in a joint case, you only have to pay one filing fee. Whereas if you're divorced, if the divorce is finalized, you're no longer able to file a joint bankruptcy, and you'd have to file two different cases and have two different filing fees, and so it could be more expensive as far as attorney's fees go. I also see people file for bankruptcy that are going through a divorce or that have recently gone through it because of people like me, because of people like lawyers. Attorney's fees in divorce cases are super expensive. Divorces obviously can be very contentious, and because they can be very contentious, sometimes the litigation really gets out of control. And I've seen people with $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 in attorney's fees, and they don't have the ability to pay them. So they will end up filing for a bankruptcy. And in most cases, those types of attorney's fees will be discharged or eliminated through the bankruptcy process. So that's a big one there. The fifth one, number 5 on the list, was unexpected expenses. This kind of falls into the medical bills, type of situation, but it can be something, maybe it's a school type issue, or maybe it's something like children, or maybe there's a job loss and so you have to go back to school, so that all of a sudden there's this extra expense of student loans that you're having to deal with. We see it in situations where there's an injury, car accident, you have to replace a vehicle. A big one here in Arizona where I live is air conditioning units. If your air conditioning unit goes out in your house, those run about $10,000 to $15,000. And some people may say that's a luxury. Not in Phoenix. That is a 100% necessity. You're putting your family in danger when it's in 110, 115 degrees during the summertime. You've got to have those types of things. So those types of things, like I said, often $15,000 expense doesn't push people into bankruptcy, but it may be something where paying for that unexpected expense or a significant car repair, something like that, it causes, other areas of your finances to really be in a situation where you're gonna have to cover those with credit cards or something like that, and that can push you into a bankruptcy situation. All right, number 6 is one that we don't see a lot of now. We're starting to see more of, but we certainly did between 2008, 2010, that time frame, and that is foreclosure. Foreclosure is the process where the bank takes back the house when you fall behind on the payments on it. In Arizona, they do that via trustee sale, where they sell the house. In Arizona, they literally sell it at the courthouse steps. They have a sale there, and if you go down there, particularly on Fridays in Arizona and Phoenix, down to the main courthouse, you will see that they're literally auctioning off people's homes. Now, a bankruptcy, as soon as it gets filed, it immediately stops the foreclosure process. A lot of people will come to me and say, look, I'm behind 6 months on my house payment. And you should know that most mortgage lenders, they don't start the foreclosure process until you run about 4 to 5 months behind on your payment. And then they'll start it. And the whole process, particularly here in Arizona, is not a process that's quick. It's something where it's very drawn out. If you're on the East Coast, most of those judicial foreclosures, which is a much more involved process, even than the trustee sale process, which you see in a lot of places like Arizona and other Western states. So it's something where you can file a bankruptcy, stop the foreclosure, and then if you file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you can actually have several months to get caught up. In Chapter 13, you have up to 60 months to get caught up on your house payment and get that thing moving forward. So foreclosure is one where, again, I always kind of view it, like one of those puzzles where you move one piece and then you have to move 2 more. Sometimes people will have an extra expense, a medical issue, something like that, where they can't make the house payment, and then they are in a situation where, they're covering one expense, and that leads to the situation where the house payment's behind. My advice in general is you need to look at and kind of think of your debts in 2 ways. Secured debts that have collateral or property attached to them, like a car payment or a house payment. Those debts need to take priority over unsecured debts like credit cards and medical bills, personal loans, those kind of things. The reason being, if you don't pay your credit card debt, they can damage your credit, they can jack the interest rate up, they can call you and be annoying, but they can't take your house, unless they sue you and get a judgment. They can't garnish you unless they get that judgment. If you don't make your house payment, if you don't make your car payment, those particular loans are tied to the property. They have collateral where they can go and they can take that property from you. So you need to prioritize secured debts over unsecured debts if you find yourself in a difficult situation. So foreclosure is a reason I see the people file for bankruptcy, and it's one of those things you want to try to avoid that, because that can cause a lot of serious pain as far as your house goes. But like I said, a Chapter 13 bankruptcy can help you to remedy that situation. Now, number 7 was an interesting one from ChatGPT. They claim that utility bills may be a reason that someone files for bankruptcy. Now, again, if you have spent a summer in the state of Arizona, where I live, you know that your AC bill can be out of control. I always joke with my wife that each and every year that we're here, I reduce the temperature on my thermostat by a degree or 2, just because I can't take it anymore. But it is not unusual in Arizona, even in a modest home, for the air conditioning and the power bill to run between $500 and $700 a month. Which I know sounds crazy, but I guess we shouldn't be living here. No one is intended to live in the desert in the middle of the summer, but we do, and so air conditioning is a must. And so the high utility bills, and we're seeing these go up continually. Most other just general living expenses, we're seeing costs continuing to increase, and utilities are no different. That adds to that feeling of being pressed on all sides when it comes to our monthly budget, and that's where the credit cards start bridging the gap. When there's insufficient income or the expenses are too high, that's where the bankruptcy can step in. And this can, even things like utilities can be the thing that push it over the edge. All right, number 8 is one that is in the news all the time, and that is student loans. Student loan debts are a gigantic problem. I can't tell you how many times I meet with people who have hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt. We can get into the politics of it, maybe in a different video, but it is a problem. It is a big issue. I remember one time I had a really heartbreaking conversation with a couple that came into my office. They were in their late 20s, and they said to us, we got out of school, we're working full time, but with the amount of student loan debt, and they had combined student loan debt of about $400,000. These were not doctors or anything like that. This was just, they both had bachelor's degrees, and they did not have income that would come anywhere close to ever paying off those particular debts. So, but they said to us, what should we do? They're like, we cannot afford a house. We can't afford a car. Their payments were a couple $1,000s a month, their monthly minimums on that. And so bankruptcy can push people into bankruptcy because loans are typically considered non-dischargeable in a bankruptcy case, meaning they don't go away, they survive the bankruptcy. And so a lot of times what I tell people is, look, you probably ought to focus on the student loan debt and keep that current and get that paid off. And then we can look at a bankruptcy to get rid of other types of debts like credit cards, medical bills, those kind of things, so you can focus on those. Now, it is important to know, I am recording this video in 2024. And currently, the entire 20 years that I have worked in the bankruptcy field, this has been the time when I've seen the courts and the federal government on federal loans be more willing to discharge, or at least consent to the discharge of student loan debt. You do have to go through a whole process. You do have to be able to show some hardship. But in the past, the bar has been so incredibly high to eliminate those student loans that we would often tell clients, it's not even worth the process to go through it. We're seeing that change, at least under the current administration, and politics does definitely play a role in student loan debt and when it goes away and when it doesn't. But at least as of right now, we are seeing that when it comes to federal student loans, the option of discharging them in bankruptcy is more of a reality than I have seen in the past. It's a whole separate side proceeding to the bankruptcy process. It's called an adversary proceeding, but we are seeing it more than we have in the past. All right, number 9 is a huge one that I actually is really high on my list, probably right around 3 or 4, and that's business failure. People who start their own business, they incur a lot of debt, whether it's through an SBA loan, credit card debt, whatever it is, and the business fails. The business does not survive, and then because you're a business owner, you likely have a lot of personal guarantees on those debts, and so not only does the business owe the debt, but you do personally. And this is where I start to see people use credit cards often to pay for business expenses. But what I've been seeing a lot lately are essentially what I call business payday loans. These companies, these merchant loans, where these companies come in and they do an auto debit from the business account daily. So they'll loan you quite a bit of money, but then they'll come in and do a daily withdrawal from your business revenue to pay for those loans. And I always, I kind of tongue-in-cheek joke, do these loans, do they ever pay out? Because I don't know any business, particularly that's getting into these loans where they're higher interest rate and that the business is already sick, it's not doing well, that they can actually pay these types of loans off. And those often lead to a bankruptcy filing. And so, and I often say, imagine a world without bankruptcy. I don't know who would dare start their own business. If there was no way for you to get debt relief, the risk of starting a business would be way too high. And so the bankruptcy code, in my opinion, does help to spur innovation and growth because not all businesses fail, but there is essentially a parachute that you can get out of it if you have to, if things go really bad for you. So when a business fails, that's a huge one that I see where bankruptcy can help people to get out, get that fresh start, but it's a huge contributor to people needing to file bankruptcy. All right, and then the last one, number 10, we're going to talk about is legal or court judgments. Now, I do see this. This is right up there with the business failing. And this is when typically what I see kind of is the straw that breaks the camel's back kind of thing. And that is a lawsuit or more often wage garnishment. When a writ of garnishment is issued by the court and it results in, where you're actually going to start losing 10 to 25% of your paycheck, that could play a huge role in people saying, I'm out. And they tap out, file Chapter 7 bankruptcy, because that will not only stop the garnishment, stop the lawsuit, but it gets rid of the debt completely and allows people to get that fresh start. So I'm in agreement with that one, 100% legal proceedings, garnishments. Those make a big impact in that decision-making process of whether you should file for bankruptcy. So, bankruptcy is never a easy choice. I tell people all the time, sometimes there's like a stereotype that people are just being irresponsible, just racking up a bunch of debt and then filing for bankruptcy, really flippantly. I don't see that. For most of the people, and when I mean most, I'm talking like 99%, it is a heart wrenching, just, very difficult decision of whether they're going to file the bankruptcy. Truthfully, what I see more often than not is people who really need the debt relief that bankruptcy can provide, and they're not able to take that step because of some of their preconceived notions of it. So it is there. It's a tool. The law is there for a reason. It's to give debt relief when it's needed. And I can tell you that, like I said, I don't see, for the most part, people incurring a bunch of debts thinking, yeah, I'm just going to file bankruptcy. For most people, it's one of the most difficult decisions that they make. But what I hear often is when people get through the process, they're like, I should have done that a long time. So hopefully that's helpful for you as you're going through that. And maybe if you're not even thinking of bankruptcy, but just trying to avoid some of those pitfalls that lead to it. I am in the state of Arizona. My information is below. I do free consultations. I can walk you through your specific situation and let you know whether bankruptcy is a good option. And even if you're not in the state of Arizona, there's information below where I can connect you with an attorney in your state who does exactly what I do. Thanks for watching today.